Website Indie Revolver is reporting that this image is the new look at the Imperial Stormtrooper and Snowtrooper. It appears to be a slightly updated look in both cases. John, buyers tell that these images are indeed real and if you like them.
Oddly enough, although there is nothing confirming it, I am actually going to buy that these are real. There was another site, and I'm forgetting what the site was, that released another picture of an alleged, this is what the new helmet looks like, and it was the exact same one.
Really?
Yeah. So as of right now, I'm going to buy it, and also because the style fits. Look, some people, I heard one friend of mine say this morning, it's way too different from the original one. Really? They put out a new iPhone every year,
right,
and they change the look all the time, every year. This is like 30 years later. You don't think they would have updated this look a little bit? And in general, I like it. I still think it's pretty true to the original designs. It still is clearly a Stormtrooper, and it's still clearly a Snowtrooper, if it is indeed a Snowtrooper, and maybe not. I kind of thought those were desert dunes in the background. I mean, they could be snowdrifts, but whatever. I like them, so I do believe, although there's nothing confirming it, that they're real, and I like them. Schnepp, what do you think?
I love them. I mean, they really ring with a Macquarie type of design sensibility. Like, if you go down to the bottom, that Snowtrooper, it feels like it's kind of ripped out of his original drawings. It has the Joe Johnson kind of storyboard graphite look to it. The Stormtrooper, the top, I actually really do like it, but it has a little bit of a Tron-ish feel to me.
It does.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't see that before, but now I do,
And I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's really interesting. And to me, it piqued my interest when I saw that. I was like, wow, if these are real, I can't wait to see the rest of the designs, because this looks really cool. So.
And what we didn't mention in the story either, remember in all the prequels, the Stormtroopers were all CG. There was not one physical costume of Stormtroopers. It was all CG. These now, they've obviously gone back to the practical physical costumes.
I love them. I do think that, I actually agree with you. I think that they are real, and I think the reason why is I think that they're leaked on purpose. I think that
I agree.
I think that they want to show this. There's been a lot. Like, remember, and I think that it was when we were doing Jedi Council. I said, I'm telling you that I think that Gwendolyn Christie was going to play a Stormtrooper gone rogue, and the fact now we're seeing them more. And I love the fact that from what this says is the Empire just didn't die off by a couple of Ewoks blowing up the Death Star. So I love it. And going back to the Macquarie thing, this goes back to a lot of the rumors they were talking about with Macquarie. Rebels is all the artwork coming up for Rebels, the new series, based off a lot of the Macquarie design. They are focusing very heavily on those original designs. So when you see this, you go, oh yeah, I love, going back off your point with the original helmet, I love 30 years later, going from the prequels, you had the clone troopers, they don't look the same. 30 years later, you got the updated one that we know.
Good
30
point.
years later, now we have this. This is awesome, looks good. By the way, maybe these things don't get shot through so easily like they did in the original trilogy.
Maybe they have better aim as well.
And I know you said the Snowtrooper, that guy on the bottom there's rumors they're going back to Hoth. If that's the case, let's put him back in
That makes
Hoth.
sense.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because that has always been one of the big questions from Star Wars fans. It's like, okay, Stormtroopers wear all this armor, but one shot drops them, right? The only explanation I've ever heard from it comes from, this is the geek part of me, comes from the Star Wars role-playing game, in which it suggested that the armor is actually for physical, like being hit by a rock or being hit by people trying to physically assault you. Not so good against blaster things.
What happened in Return of the Jedi? Then?
I know. So not such a good explanation.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.